go to the next one. This is Oleg Chernetsky. Says, hi Abe, I'm an inspiring hard surface modeler and texture artist from Melbourne, Australia. I'm a self-taught artist that picked up Blender, then Substance, then Maya, Bit of ZBrush, and now Mari. Currently, I'm a graphic designer by trade, and I have made 3D model-based ads for clients at Freelancer. I want to shoot in VFX. Okay, let's take a look. Oh man, this is actually quite nice. Okay, I mean, the modeling on this one is a little bit, again, blocky. And the texture is a little bit simple. It's not a bad model though. One thing that I mention constantly is be careful with very dark scenes because they are very difficult to see what's going on. And if people can't appreciate what's going on, then it's difficult to open it to figure out more of the elements. Okay. Nice, nice. And yeah, this works as a nice game asset. This works. I like this one. There's an interesting couple of selections here on the inside in terms of the UVs. Again, not the worst thing. Definitely need to optimize the head. That's way too many polygons for the head. Everything else looks fine. Yeah, this is fine. This is very common. When you have an object that's gonna open, like this Iron Maiden, you're gonna need double the amount of textile density that you're usually gonna have because you need to cover the outside stages and you need to cover the inside like areas, right? So having 4 maps, I'm not sure if they're 2K maps or 4K maps, but having 4 maps is relatively normal. And the UVs, again, they look fine. So that's a good model. This looks really sick, though. I love this one. This looks really nice, man. Like, I could definitely see this on a VFX shot, to be honest. Good stuff, man. A little bit more dirt on some areas. A little bit more ambient occlusion or something. Because the gold does look a little bit too shiny for a weapon that's going to be killing someone. Yeah, this is fine. Definitely a little bit on the dense side of things. Okay, so on this one, what I can immediately tell you that is missing, and that might be something that you might need, Oleg, on the rest of the pieces. It's the modeling, texturing and rendering and presentation. You're fine. You're representing things very, very nicely. And again, the texturing, like your understanding of the textile density and where to add the damage, it's great. But things are definitely looking, again, we've mentioned this has been kind of like a common topic across today's portfolio review. The blockiness of things, right? Like, for instance, this like leather portfolio, it just looks like a box. A lot of these tubes, they just look like very CG. A lot of these parts, like we need to add more complexity by either breaking them into multiple parts, changing or modifying the silhouette a little bit more, or doing something to just break that very CG look that we might be seeing right now. This one's fun as well. Yeah, you have a really good texturing, man. Really, really good texturing. This is great. For those of you that are like, oh man, I want to texture that way, keep in mind that one of the reasons why this is looking so good is because of the amount, yeah, of course, because of the amount of UDIMs, right? Like, look at this, we have 4 UDIMs. So even if these are 2K maps, this means that we're using 8 2K maps, which would be equivalent to 2 4K maps. And of course, it requires, or it's going to give you a really, really nice result. You're not going to get that much textile density for a game. But the subdiv modeling, man, it's great, man. Like, to be honest, this is what I was talking about. This was done 3 months ago, so that's great. Because this, of course, shows that you have a really good understanding of the needs of the topology in order to create a complex shape like this one. And then we go with simple stuff. so this is the tricky thing, man. What, did you do this like all procedural or something? Oh, you were doing this with Mari. Okay. Yeah, so the problem here, Oleg, or one of the things that I noticed is that we need more of this. Like, this is what people are gonna like this last 3 pieces, this is what you want to have on your portfolio. These are great exercises. Like, if you're doing this as part of like training or learning Mari, that's great. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a portfolio piece. Not because this is not cool. Like, all of this thing is great. Like, how you build up the networks to create this like asset, that's awesome. But again, as a recruiter, and I've mentioned this before, most of the time recruiters are not gonna be people who know a lot about 3D, so they're not gonna be able to appreciate all of this hard work that you did on your networks, and they're just gonna be what's the word? They're just gonna like pass through it because it's not interesting enough, right? So I'll probably take this one out from the portfolio. Okay, cool. But yeah, I mean, you got some cool stuff, Oleg. I would recommend doing a little bit more of this. Not sure where you're located, but we need a couple more pieces maybe if you want to transition into BFX. This portfolio definitely seems like you want to go more into BFX rather than games, because you want to work with like high quality textures, and that's usually going to be done in BFX.